Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be doing a haul of many things, but mostly books. I went used book shopping the other day and it was a lot of fun, and one of the used book shops actually has a lot of used vinyl as well, and I'm trying to get more and more into that, so I'm really excited about everything. I also had a Facebook Marketplace deal. I do those a lot, okay? And this old man sold me my first Polaroid camera. I've never had one, which I feel like I guess is weird. Maybe people just have these and I just never partook in it, and I am now one of those people, and I have a little photo album with my first couple pictures, so I'm like super excited about it. I know film is expensive, so I'm trying to like dedicate very specific cute moments for this, but I'm really excited about it. Also, I'm sorry if you hear my cat munching on food in the background. She's hungry. But I love used book shopping because you just never know what you're gonna find. That's essentially what happens. Sometimes I'm on the look for another edition of a book that I love, many editions of books that I love, or there's just books that I never even heard about that I come across and I'm like, dang, like that is beautiful. I need it in my collection. So we're gonna start off with the books. I already talked about my little camera. One of my favorite series of all time is actually The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, and I have the really old editions. I have the original paperback, and I can't ever get rid of this one because this one is signed to me by Marissa Meyer. I did meet her a million years ago at Y'all Fest, the one time that she showed up. So that was really cool. I wish this was a hardcover though, because I would much rather have this original cover in the hardcover editions and then keep those editions. But I was finally able to find the paperbacks of the new covers that we have. I actually own Cinder in the new covers. It's not here with me right now in my apartment. It's back at my house with my family. So I need to go grab that because I've been meaning for years to get the collection. There's only one that I'm missing out on now, which is Stars Above. So I'm going to be looking for that one in the new covers, but let me go through them. I've read this series twice, and now I'm like in a very, very strong urge to reread them because I just bought these and I'm itching. I'm itching to do it, but almost every book I've read so far this year has been a reread, and I'm like, okay, well, I have a million books that I have not read, so maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm just enjoying myself so much. It's just so hard. So here's Scarlet. This is probably like my least favorite one in the series. I don't know, I never connected to this one the way that I did the others. If you don't know anything about the Lunar Chronicles, it's pretty much each book is a fairy tale retelling, but they build upon each other, so you continue to have a growing cast of characters, and it's a sci-fi futuristic thing, and I'm not even really a sci-fi person, but the way that she does this and how fun the characters are, like, you can't help but just be obsessed. So here is Scarlet. I really do love the artwork on these covers. And then the next one, the third book, Cress. I don't know if you can see these good, but I love this one. I think this one is my favorite in the series, and this one follows Rapunzel. This is Little Red Riding Hood. And then we have Winter. I think this one's my favorite of the covers. I love purple, and she just looks stunning. It's so good. And then Ferris, which is the novella about the main villain. That's one of the things I love about this series so much, is the villain is one of the most interesting villains I've ever read about. You get to really dive into her story with this. So I'm really excited to get these because they were like $4 or $5 like per book, and you know, that's like half the price of the original copy. So super excited to add those to my collection. Another book that I got from that used bookstore, which it was a cool used bookstore. I found it while I was meeting up with this man, this cute little old man, to get my Polaroid camera. We met at this coffee shop, and then right across from it was this really adorable bookstore. So I'm gonna insert the few clips that I took from that because I just thought it was adorable. I found Charlotte's Web, and I got this book for 50 cents. I am so happy. This was one of my favorite childhood books, and I've never actually owned a copy of it. So this was like a lifelong dream to own Charlotte's Web. I was so proud when I read this in elementary school because it was the highest reading level. Okay, and I thought I was the coolest person ever. But they had a couple copies of this, and I picked this one because this one had the spider web pattern on the inside, and the other ones did not. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I've never reread it. Like, I need to reread it. There's pictures in it. I feel like it'd be a really quick read. And I hope I love it as much as I used to because I loved the book and the movie as a kid. Then I got a couple books from that store that were having to do with fairy tales. Really interested in fairy tales. I took a class in college that was fully focused on fairy tales. And seems like I really was into the fairy tales at this bookstore because I got all the fairy tale things. I am a writer myself. If you're interested in any of the stuff that I write, I have a writing playlist. I've been starting to post a little bit about that, but I have some videos from a million years ago when I was writing back then as well. But one of the things that I'm also interested is writing my own fairy tale retelling, and I did actually write like a Sapphic Rapunzel retelling for that class that I was in, and that was really fun. So I did read a lot of the original fairy tales, super interesting, but I don't really have my own copy of any of these. So I found this super awesome complete Grimm's fairy tale collection, and it is so old. It is so old, and I mean, look at how dark the pages are. And I just know that this had to be in someone's personal collection and they're reading it to their kids or whatever. The words are huge, and there's pictures, and it's literally everything that you could ever need for the fairy tales from the Grimm brothers. So, I mean, it said there is 210 ageless stories, and this copy used to belong to Millicent. So thanks, Millicent, for selling this book. But there's just so much. There's so many fairy tales that, like, I'm not even familiar with that could potentially inspire me to write something of my own one day. So I think this is a really awesome copy to have, and it was $9. So look at that. And the other fairy tales I got was Hans Christian Andersen, and obviously it has a bunch of fairy tales that are classics as well. And I almost got a Grimm Brothers one that would have matched this, but I just thought, I mean, you don't just see a copy like this every day, so I could not resist getting this. But I do really like these, like, Penguin, is this Penguin? No, Barnes & Noble Classics, because they'll have a lot of added information about the actual author, and that can be super useful. I needed that really cool edition. I haven't seen that before. But this is also very useful, and yeah, it's just something that I can flip through and read whatever story that I'm feeling inspired by. So exciting. And then when I was in that section for like mythology and folklore, I found this, Oak and Ash and Thorn by Peter Fiennes, I think. The Ancient Woods and New Forests of Britain. This is talking about the magic and mystery of the woods are embedded in culture from ancient folklore to modern literature. They offer oh my god. Pretty much this whole book is about like British forests and like the magic and the folklore and all the stories that come along with it. And I find that so interesting, and I knew that this had to include shit about fairies, which I have written about fairies throughout my teenage years, and I wouldn't be surprised if I write about them again. I want folklore and mythology about that, so here we go. I found a very interesting book that I've never heard of that I could reference for that. Another good find was a signed copy. Who doesn't like a signed copy, you know? I got Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. I literally know nothing about this book other than I heard it was a YA sapphic fantasy. So I hope I'm not wrong about that because that would suck. But I've never seen it with these green sprayed edges. I've almost bought this book several times. And there is a signature. So I was like, wow, this is a really awesome deal. It was $9, signed hardcover. You know, I love YA fantasy, always have, so this was a really good find in my opinion. Know nothing about it though, I'm sorry. So I think those are all the used books that I got that day. I have a million more books that I could haul for you, because as a girl with a full-time job now, I am buying books too often. I have not figured out how to not do that yet. So honestly, book hauls are not needed by me because I'd be doing them all the time. There's too many. I could never go through it, and it's really bad. I gotta chill out, okay? I can't read as fast as I'm buying them. I could show you a couple more that I've gotten over past little bit. Like I've gotten Watch Me by Tahira Mafi. I mean, I love the Shatter Me series, and this is the latest edition, the 3rd series. I'm pretty hesitant about this, if I'm gonna be honest. This follows the brother of the brothers from the Shatter Me books. I'm not gonna get too into it because, I mean, we're so many books into this, like, the spoilers, you know? I don't know if this book was necessary. I'm really curious why there's gummy bears on the inside. Like, what's going on? This is a YA dystopian series. The book started out following a girl named Juliet who has a killer touch. And now we are here. So I have no idea if I'm going to like this or not. I find it very strange to be following the character that was a little boy in the whole series before this, because I just can't picture him as being older and being someone that I'm shipping with other people, because I think there's a romance in this with him. I'm just bothered, but I'm going to give it an honest shot. I do have an arc of If We Survive This by Raquel Marie. This is a zombie apocalypse YA book. I've been super excited about this, and I know it comes out in June, so I literally need to read this arc like as soon as freaking possible. But I have been wanting this book since it was pitched a million years ago, because it was pitched as like The Last of Us, Walking Dead meets Yellow Jackets. So I love this. I've been wanting to read from this author. This author's like a former booktuber, so I've been following them for years, and I've never read one of her books. So it's about time that I get to this, and I was sent this arc, so it's really cool, and it's like a subject matter that I absolutely love. I'm like one of the biggest zombie fans. Like I love zombies and zombie media. So this is for me. I've written my own zombie short story before. Like I'm in it. I'm into this stuff. So honestly, this should be like one of the next things that I read, because it's literally about to come out, and I want to support this book and shout about it from the rooftops. I like recently was able to sign up for Fairy Loot. I've been on the waiting list for like 15,000 years, and whatever. I finally got off of the waiting list, and now I get these really beautiful books, and they're just so gorgeous. I signed up for the YA book only subscription, and it's always like YA fantasies that are just the most gorgeous things like I've ever seen in my life. So I've been getting a bunch of these. This is The Floating World by Axie O. I have no idea what it's about, but like I was saying earlier, is I love YA fantasy. Been reading it like pretty much my whole life. So to get gorgeous copies of these, like it just makes me so excited, because the likelihood is I'm going to like it. Like these are just books that I typically enjoy. And the most gorgeous copies of them. Like, I just love it so much. And I've also signed up for Evernight, which is, I think, Illumicrate's horror quarterly subscription. I really love horror. Oh, this is wrong. This is Fairy Loot. But I am on a horror subscription. Is this it? Okay, here's an Evernight exclusive. So, Chuck Wendig, The Staircase in the Woods. These are really cool horror books. So this is like an adult subscription box. I finally have money to like sign up for these cool book boxes, so it makes me excited, because I've been jealous for years. I'm just gonna say it. I've been jealous for years. But I also got this one for Fairy Loot, Where Shadows Meet by Patrice Caldwell. Really gorgeous. I know that this is, I think, a vampire book, so I'm always here for that. Super excited. I just can't get over like how gorgeous these books are. Like honestly, the fact that I just be buying books off of these sprayed edges is embarrassing, but it is the truth. Oh, look at this one. The Glittering Edge by Alyssa Valere. This one is stunning. It has this little cat. I'm just so obsessed with these. I get this every month. And I'm about to move, so I really need to make sure. Oh my god. I really need to make sure I change the address on it, or somebody else is about to get my really cool books and I'm gonna be really sad. Oh, I love these YA fantasy books. And like, I'm super behind. I haven't read like any of these. Like, I'm disgusting for that. Like, what's wrong with me? Oh, this is like a pirate book. Nightweaver, R.M. Gray. I will not let them take me. I don't know shit about these books that I'm buying. Does anyone relate? Like, I'm just buying. If I hear one vibe, like this was Pirates, YA Fantasy, I think. Sprayed Edges too. I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. Thank you very much. This one really makes me curious. Fable for the End of the World. Oh my god, these edges are cool. I hope I'm not the only one just like buying these things. I'm so sorry. But it's Ava Reed, and I know she wrote that really popular book, A Study in Drowning. Still haven't read it. What have I read? You know, I'm like so behind on life. But she's so gorgeous. This book is so vague. Like, I couldn't tell you anything because it's really giving you nothing. Like, what is that about? Got no clue. Got Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. This is nice read, but this is like an adult dark academia, standalone dark fantasy, and I think there's like a university, and I just, this sounds like something I'm gonna love, you know. That's one of my problems, and that's one of my goals for the year, is I'm like scared to read like my really big fantasy books, even though fantasy books are my favorite things to read. Like, those are my favorite books usually. I'm making an effort to read quality over quantity for this year. I'm going to be reading less books, but hopefully those books will be bigger in size because that's what I really want to read. Though I just binged The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, as if that fits any of those things that I just said. But okay, let's look at my vinyl haul. We're just going to go through it really quickly. There's a bunch of vinyl that I've been wanting for a million years, so I don't want to pay full price though. So I finally got Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, and the record is like pink. I love it. This is one of my favorite albums ever. I got this for $16, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty solid. Look at me. I got some Elvis. This has just a couple of songs from him, and I like them. My dad really likes Elvis. I grew up listening to Elvis because of him, and I like it. I like it. This is Halsey. Got this one for $14. This is what is this one called? If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power, I think. I'm about to see Halsey very soon in concert. So I've never seen her live. My boyfriend's obsessed with her, so he's seen her. But it's my first time personally seeing her, so I'm super excited. I got Miley Cyrus, Endless Summer Vacation. I love this album. I've always been obsessed with Miley Cyrus, and this was a pretty good one, and I got it for $16. Okay, like, pretty good. I got some Bon Jovi. I grew up loving Bon Jovi because of my mom as well. This one is Forever. This has a couple songs on it as well, and I thought this cover itself was just super cool. Love it. And this is some of Bon Jovi's greatest hits. I think this one was like $17 as well, and it has some of my favorite songs on there, so yay for me. And this is Halsey's new album, $14. And can we talk about Halsey? She has like every health issue ever, and I have so many health issues in common with her. I wish I could talk to her because I'm still trying to figure my shit out, and she seemingly took years to figure her shit out too, and we just have so many things in common. So me and her, she doesn't know it, but we're connected. Well, she doesn't know it, but we get each other. So $14, I thought that was crazy. I like this new album. $12, Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. The music, everybody loves it. Who doesn't? And this was not from the used book store vinyl place. I got this from Barnes & Noble. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, Lungs by Florence and the Machine. I've been, like, wanting to buy this for ages. Like, I just love her so much, and I had a gift card to Barnes & Noble, so I finally let myself get this. I love Florence in everything that she does, every freaking song that she does, but without a doubt, I think this has, like, the most songs that I connect with, so finally got her. She's my favorite. So that's the haul. I think that's all I'm going to talk about. I have so many more books because I've been making really bad financial choices. Like, why did I randomly go buy this off of some old man? I don't know. Like, don't give a girl money because I don't know what to do with myself. I just like to shop too much. It's really bad for me, but I'm having a good time. I love the hunt. Like going to these used places, like I don't know what I'm gonna find. Yes, I actively like was in there searching for this because I don't want to buy it full price, but I've been itching to have this and I really wanted this specific cover. Like the one at Target is not going to be this cover, you know, because they have like an exclusive cover. I wanted this one, you know. I love her so much. I was there for her during her High School Musical days. I remember the day Driver's License came out, and me, Brittany, and my friend Kit, we were all like, oh my god, our girl came out with a song, how crazy. And we were like, dang, this song is good. And then boom, it exploded. Like the whole world loved the song, and it was really cool to see. Because, I mean, yes, she was famous, but this was famous. Like she really blew up, like before our eyes. It was really crazy to watch. My birthday's almost here, and I'm asking for some nice speakers to hook up to my record player because I don't really have a good setup for it right now, and I haven't been using it because of that. But I'm about to move to a bigger apartment soon, and I'm really excited. We're moving in July, first week of July, so I'm going to have actual space to have like a whole record player set up, a table with the speakers and everything, and I'm really excited because I wanted to have it in my office so I could listen to it while I work, and there's just no place for me to put it in here. So now I'm going to be able to do that, and I'm super excited. But that's it. Clearly I like to buy things a little bit too much. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and don't forget to subscribe because I continue to make cool things. You don't want to miss it. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.